Okay, welcome to a new episode of Nate's MMA Corner. I'm Nathan. If you watch my show, you're in my corner. Today's episode is a pre-fight show for UFC Fight Night. Felder versus Dos Anjos. In the lightweight division, this is going to be an amazing main event, and I'll make this a quick episode. Pre-fight rundown of the main card with predictions as always. So, to kick off the main card, we have a catchweight bout at 187.5, Eric Anders versus Antonio Arroyo, and kind of went back and forth on this one, but I'm going to go with Eric Anders because of the experience. He's had main event experience against the likes of Lyoto Machida, and I know Arroyo, he was on the Contender Series and he looked good, but you know, he didn't look too good in his last fight, and Eric Anders, I think, is motivated to get a win, and he's had too many setbacks, and I think he's looking to get back on track, and I think this is the fight that does it for him. Gets him back on track. So I got Eric Anders by unanimous decision here. Then in the women's strawweight division, we have Kay Hansen versus Corey McKenna. Now, initially I went with Kay Hansen on this one, but I got to go with Corey McKenna on this one because she looked amazing against Vanessa Demopoulos on the Contender Series, who was an LFA champ. And I know Kay Hansen, she looked good against Jinyu Fry, but I just think Corey McKenna has more tools, and she's not afraid to grapple. She can strike, and I think you know, she'll come in and she'll win on points and win a decision. Then in the co-main event, in a catchweight bout, we have at 172.5 Abdul Razak Al Hassan versus Chaos Williams. Now, initially I went with Abdul Razak Al Hassan. Knockout power, but so does Chaos Williams. So I'm going to go with Chaos Williams here. He has a better record, and also I feel like he's hungry for that. He's going to come in hungry for that win. And they both have knockout power, and I could see a knockout on either side. So I'm going to give Chaos Williams a 60% chance of winning this fight. I don't, you know, I think this is a good matchup. It's exciting. If you want to see guys that are going to stand and bang, this is going to be your fight. Then also, now going into the main event, also speaking of standing and banging, I think in our main event in the lightweight division, we have Paul Felder versus Rafael dos Anjos, former UFC lightweight champ. So this one's the most easy one for me to pick. I'm going with Paul Felder, because when you look at his last several fights, he's looked good. And then when you look at his fight against Dan Hooker, he lost by split decision. That's a top-ranked lightweight right there. And then when you look at his loss before that, which was several fights ago, he also lost by split decision. So that was to Mike Perry. And the thing is Paul Felder, like, his last loss was, I mean, cleanly, you could argue, was against Francisco Trinaldo, against, yeah, with a cut. But that fight, had it not stopped due to the cut, who knows how that fight could have turned out. And yeah, I just think Paul Felder is going to come in wanting to make a statement, get back on track after the Dan Hooker loss, and I think this is the fight to do it, and he knows it. So I got Paul Felder, I'll say third round knockout here. Oh, and then the co-main event, I'll say second round knockout. And then McKenna, yeah, decision, and then decision for Eric Anders. So there you have it. There's my rundown of the main card with predictions. And stay tuned for my post-fight show, as always. And until then, see ya.